Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party has kicked off the holiday season in Disney World. New shows are coming to the parks that star our favorite Pixar characters. Resort gingerbread displays are complete and so many new holiday treats. All the latest Disney and theme park news is coming up right now here on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Let's kick off today's news video the best way we know how, with a party in Magic Kingdom. The first night of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party has occurred. The holiday season is in full swing. Our team had so much fun trying the festive snacks, meeting the characters, and watching that fabulous parade and more last night. Now, if you follow us on social media, then you've probably already seen a lot of the festivities, but if you're wanting our full thoughts on the party, you won't have to wait long. Our team's working hard to get to that video by Monday morning. The DFB team is the best. And that's not the only holiday party Disney's having this week. Today, November 9th, will be the first night of Jollywood Nights. Yes, we are very busy here at DFB. The party over in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Again, our team will be there to cover the whole thing. We are very curious to see how this one goes because last year's opening night was not the most well received, but you don't have to worry because that video also will be coming out early next week. The DFB team's got you covered. Not only are we making sure all of our social media followers stay up to date, but during the parties, we are constantly updating our guidebooks. Our Holidays at Disney World guide has a huge section on Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, details on Jollywood Nights, plus all your favorites like Festival of the Holidays. If you're heading to the parks this holiday season and want to make the most out of your time, this is a great resource. Find all of our guides at dfbstore.com. Use code YouTube for extra savings. We already know that the Disneyland Festival of Holidays at Disney California Adventure begins soon on November 15th. However, some of the new things that are coming to Disneyland for the holidays are brand new, and if you love Encanto and Coco, you're going to want to head to the parks ASAP. During the Disneyland Festival of Holidays, you'll be able to see a new Encanto-themed show called Mirabelle's Gifts of the Seasons on Mondays through Fridays outside the entrance to Paradise Gardens Park in California Adventure. Mirabelle will be joined by her friends to enjoy the spirit of the holidays during their very own Fiesta de Navidad celebration. The show will include some of your favorite songs from Encanto. A new Coco themed show is also coming to the festival. A musical Christmas with Mariachi Alegria de Disneyland and Miguel will be performed on weekday evenings on Buena Vista Street. This nighttime show gathers friends and families to listen to heartfelt stories and timeless songs in an enchanting celebration of the holidays. Disney always has so many adjectives when they do these descriptions. The bilingual show includes a special appearance by Miguel for a rendition of Silent Night. I bet that is beautiful. This year's festival will also include more musical acts, including some returning performers as well as new performers. You can also expect the return of the holiday toy drummers every day in front of the obelisk in Paradise Gardens Park. The Disney Viva Navidad Street Party is also returning on Saturdays and Sundays from November 16th to January 5th. World of Color, Season of Light will also return to California Adventure. Over in Disneyland, kids can enjoy a dance party with some of their favorite characters in Tomorrowland at the Disney Holiday Dance Party every evening from November 16th to January 6th. Don't miss the returning A Christmas Fantasy Parade every day at Disneyland. That is such a long parade. It goes on forever. The Believe in Holiday Magic Fireworks Show will also return on select nights as Sleeping Beauty Castle lights up with twinkling lights and icicles. And of course, there'll be Snope on Main Street, USA each night during the holiday season. You can visit with Santa at Holiday Fun with Santa and Friends at Fantasyland Theater in Disneyland every day. He'll also be available November 15th to 24th at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail in California Adventure. From December 25th to January 6, 2025, you can see Santa Goofy there. You can also catch Santa at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa, Disneyland Hotel, and Pixar Place Hotel from November 28th to December 24th. Other holiday things you can enjoy include the lighting of the 50-foot tree in California Adventure every evening, as well as It's a Small World holiday. In downtown Disney, you'll be able to enjoy live music each night, while Snope will fall near the Downtown Disney Live stage and lawn during special moments nightly from November 29th to January 6th. I don't know what special moments means. You'll also be able to enjoy carolers at Disneyland's hotels, along with live music on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday evenings in the lobby of the Grand Californian. Performances are during select times and at select locations through December 31st. Now you can't have Christmas in Disney World without the dude in the red suit, right? Well, if you need to have a chat with that jolly old man, you can do so right now in Disney Springs. You're going to find the Santa Claus meet and greet at the marketplace this year near Disney's Pin Traders, where the Star Wars trading outpost used to be, recently closed. You can check hours on the Disney World website or My Disney Experience app, but it's usually from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. now through December 24th. Once you've arrived in Disney Springs, you'll want to use the My Disney Experience app to enter a virtual queue to meet Santa. You'll be able to apply for spots in the virtual queue multiple times throughout the day: 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. You'll receive notification when it's time for you to get in line. Note that the maximum party size is 10 people. Also, there is no standby queue. You've got to join the virtual queue to meet Santa. When you arrive, you'll see signs that say where to enter the line. Soon enough, you'll be able to chat with Santa and tell him what you want for Christmas. You'll also be able to get photos with him, because that's what we really are here for, right? Disney PhotoPass photographers are also on hand to get that perfect Santa photo for you. The meet and greet is sponsored by Baduco, a company known for its Italian sweets like biscuits and cakes, panettone. Each visitor will get a free sample of panettone just for meeting Santa. Sweets and Santa for free? Score. So if you're visiting Disney Springs, be sure to make time to pop in to say hello to Santa. He'll be there through December 24th, and after that, well, he's very busy. Before you know it, we'll be ringing in a new year in Disney World. If you're planning a trip to Disney World as 2024 comes to an end, you might want to check out this new Disney Resort event. Be warned though, this Disney party is not cheap. Disney announced that its grand New Year's Eve event at California Grill at Disney's Contemporary Resort will return this year, and this year's theme is new. It's called Tiana's New Year's Adventure at California Grill. Disney described the event as a fantastical evening complete with food, champagne, wine, and one-of-a-kind entertainment. Tickets are $799 per person, including tax and gratuity, so the event begins at 7:30 p.m. on December 31st and ends at 12:30 a.m. on January 1st. So what's included? The story goes that Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen stopped by California Grill to sample the cuisine, meet some new friends, and assist Tiana's friend, Chef Matthew. In true Disney fashion, there will be a little extra magic throughout the night. It sounds like thanks to Mama Odie, Louis and a few of Tiana's other critter pals might crash the party. This is designed to be a luxury event, so participants are encouraged to dress their best. Disney promises to start 2025 with a champagne toast at midnight, and you'll have a lovely view of the New Year's Eve fireworks at California Grill. Now, are you a little tempted to splurge on this event for 2025? Sounds like quite a party. Over the nearly 7 decades that Disneyland has been open, countless holiday traditions have become part of the fabric of the resort. Now we know exactly when one of Disneyland's sweetest holiday offerings will be available in 2024. Those homemade, hand-pulled candy canes have been a long-time favorite treat of Disneyland guests. In fact, they've become so popular that Disney's had to put a wristband system in place to handle demand. At Disneyland, candy canes will be available at Candy Palace and Candy Kitchen on November 29th, December 1st, 3rd, 8th, 10th, 15th, 17th, 22nd, and 24th. Candy canes will be available at California Adventures Trolley Treats on November 30th, December 2nd, 4th, 9th, 11th, 16th, 18th, 23rd, and 25th. This year's distribution will utilize a wristband or mobile waitlist system. According to Disney, for a chance to purchase one of the candy canes this year, wristbands or a mobile waitlist will be used as quantities are very limited. If the waitlist is activated, you can add your name and phone number at the location to receive a text back with the time to return to the location for the opportunity to purchase your candy cane while supplies last. Yep, these do sell out, so get there early on those days. Disney also clarified that candy canes are not available through mobile order and will be available while supplies last. Again, so yeah, very limited. In-person purchases will be required, and there is a limit of 1 per guest per day. Disney's Blizzard Beach water park has been closed since March while Typhoon Lagoon was operating for the summer, but as of November 4th, Blizzard Beach is opened for the season. Keep in mind that since Blizzard Beach is open, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon water park is now closed indefinitely. They cannot be open at the same time. It's against the law. Not really. Disney only keeps one open at a time. Operating hours may vary, so make sure you double check ahead of your visit, but on opening day, the park was available from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's normally when the water parks are open. And if you're considering visiting a Disney World water park on your next visit, don't forget that Disney World has announced that in 2025, those staying at Disney resorts, including Disney Vacation Club properties, will get a free park ticket to the water parks on their arrival day. You'll be able to use this perk at either Blizzard Beach Water Park or Typhoon Lagoon, and only on your check-in day. Every year, new pricing is announced for the Disney Military Salute ticket. These are discounted 4-, 5-, and 6-day tickets for the U.S. military members and their families. These tickets can be purchased at military bases around the country or at Shades of Green Resort. This year, the discounted 2025 tickets are currently discounted even more. For a limited time, you can save $30 off the 2025 prices by purchasing them at the 2024 pricing through February 2nd. There are stipulations on who can purchase these tickets. For more details, check with your MWR or the Shades of Green Resort website. If you're eligible for these tickets, they are a great deal to take advantage of if you're planning a trip to Disney World. As always, thank you to our military members and their families for everything you do for our country. 2 of Disney's massive gingerbread houses are complete. It's become a tradition dating back decades, 25 years to be exact, for the bakery chefs at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort to put out a massive gingerbread house in the center of the lobby. Not only does it look like a life-size version of a house you might build at home, but it actually is made of real gingerbread. It's also crafted with dozens of hidden Mickeys and Minnies, characters on the windowsills, and several other festive elements that bring smiles to our faces every year. This year, the chefs opted to make little trees themed in various Disney animated characters, and that's a scavenger hunt all on its own. We loved finding the Figment in his Christmas sweater tree. But the best part of all isn't that we just get to smell the wafting gingerbread in the air of the hotel lobby. It's that we actually can walk up to the window and order a few treats as well. We picked up a gingerbread shingle and the gingerbread ornament. This is a single gingerbread shingle like what you'll find on the roof of the house, where the top side is made of gingerbread and the bottom is coated with chocolate. This one cost us $11.99. If there's one thing we've come to know and love about these gingerbread treats, it's that their recipe is consistent year after year. If you had this one last year, it's going to taste just the same. But for those who might not be as familiar, there's definitely a more prominent ginger taste to them with a few notes of honey. They're a bit stiff, probably because they're not super fresh. We imagine these would need to be produced well ahead of time since they're pretty popular. And while the inside of them is a bit softer, its general vibe on the outside might come off as stale. The bottom coating of chocolate adds just the right sweetness to the treat, as well as a bit of crunch when you bite into it. This is a treat we're going to recommend purely for nostalgia. Then we moved on to the stunning gingerbread ornament. This beauty is made out of a piece of gingerbread cut into the shape of a house and decorated with colorful icing and a chocolate Mickey. It's going to cost you $13.99. Now, if you thought the gingerbread shingle was tough to bite into, you'll probably want to pick this ornament up for display purposes only. We could certainly tell that this piece of gingerbread was made a bit denser, probably to double as an ornament to display and last all season long, and it would be much harder to break, bite into, or chew, so don't do that. Overall, the gingerbread is a pretty basic yet classic snack, and we have to admit we were a bit disappointed in the menu offerings this year, as they didn't look like there was as wide a variety of unique treats to try as we have experienced in years past. But even without buying too many snacks, we still highly recommend you stop by to check it out. And now let's head over to the contemporary. The Cinderella Castle Dreamlights gingerbread display is officially open for visitors. You'll find it on the 4th floor of the Contemporary Resort. This work of art is so beautiful and impressive. The Disney chefs put so much detail into each display, and this one is no different. You can even see the window details and the clock on the front of the castle. If these are the only dream lights we get, well, we'll just have to deal with it. Don't forget to look for all those hidden Mickeys on the castle too. And there are plenty of gingerbread and other treats for you to peruse and purchase as well. We picked up the Mickey Linzer cookie for $6.49. This Mickey-shaped cookie is really cute, and the powdered sugar and red raspberry filling make it feel especially festive for this time of year. It's quite soft and not too hard like you might expect from a shortbread type cookie. It's got a nice buttery taste, and while the filling is delicious on its own and complements the cookie well, this is going to break apart on you pretty quickly. It can be a little messy, so you want to be sure that you're grabbing a napkin or two. Disney released the Pumpkin Chai Cupcake at both Pizzafari and Restaurantosaurus for $6.29. We've seen similar cupcakes around the parks in past years, but this large dessert is worth stopping by for. It's made with pumpkin spiced carrot cake, white chocolate chai tea mousse, mocha buttercream, and caramelized apple filling, and it's amazing. This is literally fall in a cupcake. The chocolate chai tea mousse has a perfect balance of white chocolate and chai, and the spices and sweetness work really well together in a way we were very pleasantly surprised by. The apple filling tastes just like apple pie, and while the buttercream seems like it'll be overwhelming, it isn't. The cake is moist and tastes more like a pumpkin spice cake rather than a carrot cake with pumpkin spice. There are no crunchy bits of carrot in there, it's just soft and smooth cake. This treat is pretty large and tall, so it can be a bit difficult to eat. We suggest sitting down with a fork or spoon and sharing. It might be a good option because there's lots there. It's a fantastic fall treat to grab while you still can. All right, now it's time for a holiday snack haul. First up, Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge to visit the Mara to try the Festive Tart for $6.49. This is a vanilla tart shell with banana cake, caramel sauce, matcha crunch, and chai mousse, and green magic shell topped with holiday lights and animal print Mickey. The tart is served cold, and at first we didn't really think it was much to write home about. The mousse inside has a lovely spiced chai flavor, which gives it some holiday flair. We didn't really get much of the caramel or matcha flavors, though. What really wowed us was the banana cake base. It's dense enough to hold up the rest of the treat and is so moist with natural banana flavor. The only thing we think it was missing was maybe something like walnuts, but we'd eat this part just alone. Over at Boardwalk Deli at Disney's Boardwalk Inn, you can grab the beautiful candy cane cheesecake brownie for $5.49. This is made with peppermint cheesecake, a decadent brownie, and dark chocolate sleigh bell truffle. This is the ideal holiday treat. The brownie on the bottom is soft and so chocolatey, but dense enough to hold up the rest of the snack. On top, you got this nice thick layer of peppermint cheesecake that's just like so good and creamy, cheesecakey. It's not that sharp peppermint. It immediately makes us want to start singing Christmas carols. Then there's chocolate on top that's sort of hardened like a shell and little peppermint pieces that give you a nice crunch. Get this snack if you want to celebrate the holidays in Disney World. Our sleigh bell truffle, though, there was nothing inside it to make it truffle. It was just like a chocolate decoration, but this doesn't change our feelings about this treat, and we will probably be grabbing this again at the end of the year. Then we headed over to Disney's Beach Club Resort to pick up the Holiday Mickey Cupcake at Beach Club Marketplace for $6.49. It's a vanilla cupcake, white chocolate mousse, colored buttercream, holiday sprinkles, and white chocolate candy cane. Okay, so this is basically a regular old Disney cupcake, but its simplicity is actually what we liked about it. Although we found the cake a bit dry, it's a straightforward vanilla flavor with a white chocolate mousse filling that brightens it up. It was difficult to eat because it's top heavy, so this one probably requires a fork. Otherwise, you'll end up like us, covered in green and red splotches. That's us all winter long. Grab napkins and have wet wipes ready. Next, over at the Grand Floridian Resort, we tried the Let It Snow Cube. This has so many flavors going on. It's almond praline mousse, comfy apricot, and orange chiffon for $6.49. This may not be a hit with super picky eaters due to the layers of flavor, but it is complex and might just hit the right notes for you. You can find it at Gasparilla Island Grill. We were in chocolate and Nutella heaven with this new Disney World treat. This snack is available in Disney Springs at Amorette's Patisserie. You know, we can get all those fancy petite cakes and pastries. The online menu calls it a mini Christmas croquembouche, and you can find it under holiday exclusives. But in the store, the snack seems to be in denial of its holiday heritage because it's just marked as a mini croquembouche. However, it's all the same. It's a chocolate pâte à choux, chocolate hazelnut custard, chocolate ganache, and it's $8.50. The pastry is nice and light with a fluffy, creamy, and smooth filling. Ours was a little soft, like it had been sitting for a bit, but we did pick this up later in the day. There are also some salt flakes sprinkled on it, and that added nice additional flavor. There's also loads of milk chocolate flavor, while the custard tastes like a light and fluffy Nutella. The chocolate ganache is also light and has a dark chocolate flavor. Although that might sound way too sweet, it actually isn't. It kind of works. Granted, if you're not a fan of chocolate hazelnut, or if you're craving something more complex, this might not be for you. It's a little one note, but overall, we enjoyed it. The Polite Pig in Disney Springs is known for its modern barbecue and a variety of wood-fired, smoked, and grilled items. Now, we headed over to try their new blueberry cheesecake, which will cost you $8. The blueberry is strong with this one, for sure. The sauce is a great amount of tartness that balances well with the sweetness of the cheesecake. This is a chunkier cheesecake, which we know doesn't sound very appetizing, but it is quite nice. It just isn't a silky and creamy cheesecake. It's got more texture to it. There are also blueberries in the cheesecake itself. The crust is a graham cracker crust with a nice crumbly thickness, and the cheesecake does have a cream cheese flavor to it, but it's hard to taste over all the blueberries. If you're looking for a blueberry dessert, here you go. But since we're snacking experts around here, we have to do a little Disney snack comparison. Over at Disney's Pop Century Resort, you can get a nice slice of tie-dye cheesecake for $5.99. Not only is this slice a little cheaper, but we just might like it more than the blueberry option at Disney Springs. I know, that sounds crazy, but it's just so smooth and creamy, and it's colorful. All of this to say, you're not short of options when it comes to cheesecake in Disney World. And I know, Polite Pig is fancy schmancy and Orlando restaurant royalty and everything, and the blueberry cheesecake is great, and sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants. It's no secret that we love Disney snacks, and that includes fun Disney drinks. Some drinks, though, are 100% designed with kids in mind, and that usually includes all the frozen drinks and slushies you can get in the parks. Well, let's say we tried one slushie that your kid will probably beg you for, and we have some thoughts. This little adventure is going to take us to Magic Kingdom, where we'll visit Main Street Confectionery. Now, your kid will probably point out immediately that you can get slushies from Glacier Kitchen inside. That includes the rainbow slushie, which you know your kid will beg for. And we decided to try it again for ourselves. At first, the flavors are really good in this slushie as you move the straw up and down to experience all of them separately. It's a rainbow of flavors, but this is Florida and things melt fast, and once it's all melted, it's kind of foul. The acidity of the lemon, the brightness of the cherry, the blue raspberry, and the Coca-Cola don't really blend well in this particular one. A lot of the syrup also ends up at the bottom, and you end up with the ghost of all those flavors and melting ice. Is it pretty? Sure, but the flavors here don't work when they all melt together. We also got the chance to try Coca-Cola with cherry Fanta slushie, which is basically a cherry Coke slushie. Now, this frozen drink was a win for us. Previously, they had the orange Fanta you could get mixed, but now it's the cherry, and this is by far the superior flavor. So, while your kid is drinking the rainbow and probably making faces as it melts, treat yourself to the Coca-Cola with cherry Fanta. Now I've got another DFB holiday design for you. Nothing says holiday magic like the Fab Five, all wrapped up as presents under the tree. Each one of these characters brings their own personality and charm to the design. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Daisy are all ready to bring a little extra magic to your festivities. You can grab this design as a shirt, a crew neck, a mug, baby onesie, a tank top, and more at dfbstore.com. All right, now this is the part of the video where you get to celebrate. Are you going to Disney this week? Yay, that is exciting. So what do you need to do before you go? Well, for one thing, the holidays are in full swing. Like I said earlier, holiday parties have started at both Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, so double check the calendar when deciding your park days. You'll want to make sure you get a full day's worth. It would be not so fun having to leave Magic Kingdom at 6 o'clock on a party day, so just look at the calendar one more time before making any final decisions. And I can finally tell you that the Orlando heat is at least started to leave for the winter, kind of. Now, I would advise you to pack layers. It's the tricky time of year where it can be a little chilly in the morning and evening, but get warm in the afternoon. So make sure to pack a light jacket or sweatshirt in your park bag. If you're still on the fence about buying or not buying Lightning Lane Multi-Pass, I understand. Luckily, to help you make that decision, we've got every price for the entire month of November listed in one article on our website. I'll link it down below for you. One pro of this new system is that you can plan ahead with your budget instead of guessing what the price for Lightning Lane Multi-Pass will be each day. And of course, we have a full playlist of videos explaining this skip the line service so that you can decide if it's right for you and your family. That's all the news for us today. Now, for even more Disney and theme park fun, be sure to follow us on social media at Disney Food Blog. And of course, please sign up for our newsletter. It's totally free and you get all the Disney news first. That's where we send it first. That's where you get it first. You can sign up at the link down in our description. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.